for opening day of the early season here in Pennsylvania. There's 3 management units you're allowed to hunt starting today at September 15th. And you can hunt, you can kill a deer, buck or doe as long as you have a doe permit, or a bear in either of these 3 management units starting today. So David and I, we're getting a little bit of a late start. David's been working a lot of hours. He's really tired. We wanted to be on the road at 3:30. We're just getting on the road now. So our plan was this morning to take a hanging set. David and I scouted this land that we're going to, public land, a couple weeks ago. Found a good side hill just down over from some food plots that we've hunted over the past couple of years where we know deer travel out, a lot of sign, a lot of trails. Actually saw two nice young buck. We're going to discuss it as we're going here. We got to stop and get coffee, and we're going to try to see if it's worth still trying to do the hanging set because we're running late, or if it's better just to go in as quiet as we can, get in the area where we wanted to hang the tree stands, and get tucked back in on the ground somewhere and just do a ground hunt and see what happens. Our goal this morning is, 1, just to see some deer, which I think we will where we're at. We both feel pretty good about the area. And 2, try and knock down a big doe. I'm not too concerned about a buck, although we know there's big buck in the area because we've seen them and we've gotten them on camera already in the past. So you never know, it's public land. I'm sure there's going to be guys out opening morning, early season, where you can get a chance to get out before the rest of the state does. So fingers crossed. We're heading to the woods though. It's deer season. It's finally here. Stick with us. All right, folks. We just got to our parking spot. We're a little behind schedule, like we said, but it's still plenty dark, so I think we're gonna try and hang a set. What we gotta do here is we're parked up the hill from where we want to go, and our goal is we're gonna walk down this road so it's quiet, and we got Onyx here. We have a couple waypoints marked. When we get right below them, we're gonna cut up the hill and get up in there. So we're gonna get our gear together, and then we'll see you up at the bottom of the tree. We're just taking a minute. We're up in the woods on the hill. We got a little bit to go. If you take a look, that blue dot was us. And then there's that red dot that I have marked where there was a buck rub. That's what we found last time we were here scouting. It's really thick in here right now. We're actually walking up a trail that's being used. So we're trying to take our time, be as quiet as we can. We got the stands on our backs. When we get up there, we gotta quick hang these and get all set up. We still got time. We got an hour until legal shooting time, and we got an hour and a half until actual sunrise. So despite being late, we're doing okay right now. We're just gonna take our time because it's warm and we're gonna be sweating, but we're gonna head up this way. Finally set up in our tree. We're actually a little bit over from where we had found those rubs when we came down scouting, but as we were walking up this way,
We found tons of sign in the dark. We are actually set right off of a trail that goes directly underneath the tree that is tore up. It's really thick out in here. We got a lot of autumn olives and different saplings and stuff. Look, there's another trail that goes right past the tree on the high side here. So we opted to sit right here because we're not far from the fields where these deer are probably going to be coming off of and heading back down into the bedding areas. We've got actually better shooting than we thought we were going to have. We thought our only shooting was going to be right underneath the tree, but out to my left, there's actually shooting. I could probably shoot 30 yards, so fingers crossed that them deer will sneak through here and we can get a shot at a big doe at least. But you never know. I mean, it's public land. We know there's buck. We know there's big buck down here. Maybe we'll get lucky and a big buck will come through, but we're really just hoping for a nice big doe come through, give us a shot, and hopefully I can hit my mark and we go home with some fresh venison. So it's nice. We're cooling down. Got a little warm setting up the stands. But we got the thermocell going, so we're in good shape, and we're just going to sit for the morning here and see what happens. We got goats. On the other side of the road from here, it's private property, and they must have goats over there. We heard chickens and roosters too, so. I keep hearing something down in front of me here, but I can't see anything. It just sounds like something's walking. Well, it's a little after 7. We saw those 2 buck when we were driving around last time, scouting around 8 o'clock, so these deer could sneak through here anytime. It's safe. It's a lot of thick cover for them. It's about 5 after 8. I haven't seen anything yet. We have been hearing things walking, but we pretty much figured out that squirrels. Been seeing a lot of those. But it's still early. It was about 8 o'clock or so when we got down here to do some scouting, and we drove by a couple weeks ago and we saw those buck coming up this hill into this thicket, so we still have time. Sounds like another squirrel. Buck. Over here. Buck over here. Straight down that opening. Yeah. Where is he? To the left. Okay. Not yet. Still see him. All right. him. Yeah. I see him, yeah. Yeah, I see him. He's going up to the right. He's going up to the right. Hey, that's a pretty good buck. That was a different buck. That was fun. I just happened to hear something right out to our right here. And I looked over and I caught a little tree whipping around. And it was too low to the ground for it to be a squirrel moving that tree, so I pulled the binoculars up. And when I looked through the vortex optics, I saw a rack. And it was a good deer. It was I might have shot that buck if it came through here and gave me a chance. And it looked like it was going to come right through. Here's an opening in 40 yards that David and I were checking to make sure that he could see it with the camera. And it was looking like it was coming right through that direction, but it was just a little too far. And it went up the hill above us. And then I saw another buck come up through a different one, a little bit tighter rack buck. But they both went up the hill above us here, so, well, if we don't kill one, at least this was a successful hunt. We did our homework. We're not exactly where we wanted to be sitting this morning, but we really wanted to be over where those buck were. And if we probably would have been there, I guarantee you, David, those deer came up that same trail that we saw them, where they made that rub. And we're just a little bit over from that. But that's a good thing, because we figured that was where they were going, and that proved it to us right now. Those deer went right up there, but we're gonna sit tight for a little bit. They're just up the hill here. They weren't sure what we were, but they didn't blow or anything, so we might see some more. Always hearing something. I think we're gonna start packing up and slowly climb down, pull our stands out of the tree here, pack everything up, and we'll sneak out of here nice and quiet, head back to the truck, and that'll be it for today. A fun morning. Definitely a good spot. I think we need to definitely be over that way more like we thought. But we definitely had a successful morning. We saw 2 nice buck. One of them might have been a shooter. So We were hoping maybe we'd see a doe or two to get a shot at as well, but just didn't happen. But hey, not a bad start to the season. Not a bad start. We got down, wasn't too bad. Nobody fell. So we got everything packed up. We're gonna slowly just sneak down through here, get back to that road and walk up to the truck, and that'll be that. But it's a good day, good day. We said as long as we see deer, it'll be a successful hunt, and we did. We saw 2 buck, and we were hoping on a doe, just didn't see any to get a shot at, but that's all right. That's a good way to start your season, seeing 2 buck on your first sit of the year. So, all right, come on, we're gonna get on out of here, get something to drink. The only part that was not fun was walking back up the hill with all that stuff on your back, but it wasn't bad. It's just warm out. Not much we're gonna do about that right now. So, but we're figuring this property out more and more every year that we come, and that's just being here and putting the time in. David and I have been coming down here now for 3 years, I guess, David. Mm-hmm. So every year we learn something different about it, and even just walking out of here now, I mean, we knew where these bucks went, and we found the trail that they walked right up on. So, like I said, the 1 buck probably wouldn't shoot it. The other buck, he looked pretty good. Both of us were like, he's a pretty good looking buck when we saw him, and if he came close enough and we got a better look at him, there's a good chance that we might have slung an arrow at him, but they didn't, and we got another try at him another day. So we're gonna finish packing everything up here. We got the bison cooler here with some water and drinks in it, so we'll make sure we get ourselves something to drink, and we'll head back home. We'll keep the binoculars in here. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us today, and as always, be safe, wear your safety harness, and we'll see you next time somewhere in the Hunting Woods.